My beloved child, there is a reason you were guided to this moment, and there is a reason these words have found you today. Do not skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear is not an ordinary message. It is connected directly to the title that brought you here. Your soulmate had a private meeting about you, and what was said may surprise you more than you can imagine. This was not a casual conversation. This was not a passing thought. This was a moment that carried emotion, reflection, and a level of honesty that had been hidden for a very long time. Before we go any further, take a deep breath and listen carefully, because every word matters. Every detail connects to a bigger picture, and by the end of this message, you may understand why certain things have happened in your life exactly the way they have. There was a moment recently when your soulmate found themselves thinking about you far more deeply than usual. Something triggered a wave of reflection. It may have been a memory. It may have been a feeling that appeared without warning. It may have been a simple reminder that carried extraordinary meaning. Whatever the reason, it led them into a private conversation. A conversation where your name, your energy, your presence, and your impact became the center of attention. Stay till the end. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. At first, they tried to keep their feelings hidden. They tried to appear calm. They tried to act as though everything was normal. Yet the more they spoke, the more difficult it became to hide the truth. The people involved in this private meeting began noticing something. Every time your soulmate spoke about you, their voice changed. Their attention became focused. Their words carried a different kind of energy. It was as if every sentence revealed another piece of a story they could no longer keep inside. One question was asked during that meeting, and it changed everything. The question was simple. Why do you keep thinking about this person? For a moment there was silence. Not because your soulmate had no answer, but because there were too many answers. They searched for the right words. They searched for the perfect explanation. Yet how do you explain a connection that continues to grow stronger no matter how much time passes? How do you explain someone who keeps appearing in your thoughts even when you are focused on other things? How do you explain a person whose presence leaves a lasting impression long after they have left the room? Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The answer your soulmate finally gave surprised everyone involved. They said that there was something different about you. Something impossible to ignore. Not because you were trying to stand out, but because your energy naturally stood apart from the crowd. They explained that when they think about you, they remember details that should have been forgotten. Small moments. Small conversations. Small expressions. Things that most people would overlook. Yet somehow those details remained alive in their memory. As the conversation continued, another surprising truth emerged. Your soulmate admitted that you have influenced them more than they expected. Think about that for a moment. There are people who enter our lives briefly and leave no lasting effect. Then there are people whose presence changes the way we see the world. According to what was shared in this private meeting, you belong to the second group. Whether you realize it or not, your existence has created an impact that continues to grow. One person listening to the conversation asked another question. What is it that makes this person so unforgettable? The room became quiet again. Your soulmate paused. Then they said something that nobody expected. They said it was not one single thing. It was everything combined. The way you carry yourself. The way you think. The way you express your heart. The way you continue moving forward even when life becomes challenging. They described you as someone whose presence stays with people long after the moment ends. Stay till the end. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. As the meeting continued, the conversation became more emotional. Your soulmate began speaking about moments they had never fully shared before. Moments when they found themselves wondering what you were doing. Moments when they wished they could tell you what was truly on their mind. Moments when they felt a connection that seemed impossible to explain logically. The people listening could hear the sincerity in every word. They could tell this was not a temporary feeling. This was something deeper. Then came the statement that changed the atmosphere completely. Your soulmate admitted that whenever they imagine the future, your image somehow appears within it. They did not plan to reveal this. They did not intend to say it out loud. Yet once the words were spoken, they could not take them back. The room fell silent because everyone understood the significance of what had just been shared. Think about that carefully. In a private meeting where honesty slowly replaced hesitation, your soulmate revealed that you occupy a space in their thoughts that cannot easily be replaced. That is why this conversation mattered. That is why it became unforgettable. That is why the people present realized they were witnessing something meaningful. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. But the surprises were not over. Another person asked what they admired most about you. The answer arrived quickly this time. There was no hesitation. Your soulmate explained that they admire your resilience. They admire the way you continue moving forward. They admire the strength that appears even during difficult seasons. They admire the fact that you have faced challenges yet continue becoming a stronger version of yourself. The room listened carefully. Some nodded in agreement. Others seemed genuinely surprised by the depth of emotion being expressed. Yet everyone could see one thing clearly. This conversation was real. It was heartfelt. It was coming from a place that could no longer remain hidden. As the meeting approached its most important moment, one final question was asked. This question carried more weight than any other. If you had the opportunity to tell this person one thing right now, what would you say? The room became completely still. Your soulmate looked down for a moment. They thought carefully. Then they spoke. And what they said carried more meaning than anyone expected. Stay till the end. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. They said that they hope you never underestimate your value. They hope you never doubt the difference you make in the lives of others. They hope you realize that your presence carries significance. They hope you understand that even when you cannot see the full picture, your influence reaches further than you know. They said that there is something about you that continues to inspire reflection, appreciation, and curiosity. The people listening could tell these words came directly from the heart. There was no performance. There was no attempt to impress anyone. There was only honesty. And that honesty revealed the biggest surprise of all. The private meeting was supposed to be about understanding feelings. Yet by the end of the conversation, everyone present understood something deeper. Your soulmate was not simply talking about you. They were revealing how much space you occupy within their thoughts. They were revealing how often you cross their mind. They were revealing how meaningful your presence has become. And they were revealing something they may not have fully admitted to themselves before that moment. My beloved child, remember this carefully. Sometimes the most important conversations happen when we are not present to hear them. Sometimes people reveal their true thoughts in moments of privacy. Sometimes the truth appears when defenses disappear and honesty takes over. According to the energy of this message, that is exactly what happened here. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this story is not ending where you think it is ending. What was revealed in that private meeting is only the beginning. The words spoken there have started a chain of reflection. The emotions expressed there have created movement. The truths acknowledged there are continuing to grow stronger. And what happens next may become even more surprising than what was said during the meeting itself. For now, hold your head high. Continue moving forward. Continue becoming the person you are meant to be. Continue trusting your journey. Because according to everything revealed in this message, your story is far from over, and the conversation that happened behind closed doors may be the first sign that something important is quietly unfolding in ways you cannot yet see. Stay till the end of this journey, because something huge is waiting for you, and this is only the beginning. A remarkable detail from that private meeting has not been revealed yet, and what happened next is the reason you were guided to this message today. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The conversation that began with simple questions slowly transformed into something much deeper. The people in that meeting thought they were going to hear a few ordinary thoughts, but instead they witnessed a level of honesty that surprised everyone. The more your soulmate spoke about you, the more they realized that their feelings and thoughts had grown far beyond what they originally believed. There came a moment when someone in the room leaned forward and asked a question nobody expected. They asked, "When did you first realize this person was different?" For a few seconds, your soulmate became completely silent. It was not because they did not know the answer. It was because the answer carried memories they had not visited in a long time. Memories that suddenly felt alive again. Memories that reminded them of moments that once seemed small but now appeared incredibly important. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate began describing a moment that changed everything. It was not a grand event. It was not a dramatic situation. It was something simple. Yet sometimes the smallest moments create the biggest impact. They explained that there was a specific point when they looked at you differently. Not because you changed, but because they suddenly saw something they had overlooked before. They saw qualities that stood out in a world where so many people try to be noticed. They saw authenticity. They saw sincerity. They saw a presence that felt rare. The room listened carefully. Nobody interrupted. Every person present sensed that something meaningful was unfolding. Your soulmate continued speaking, and with every sentence the emotional weight of the conversation became stronger. They admitted that even when they tried focusing on other things, thoughts of you somehow returned. Not because they forced those thoughts, but because those thoughts naturally found their way back. One person then asked another surprising question. What do you think this person would be most shocked to hear? The answer came faster than anyone expected. Your soulmate said that you would probably be shocked to discover how often people speak positively about you when you are not around. You would be surprised to know how many good impressions you have left behind. You would be surprised to know how many people remember your words, your actions, and your energy long after interactions have ended. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. At that moment the atmosphere shifted once again. What started as a conversation about feelings became a conversation about impact. Your soulmate began explaining how your presence influences others in ways that are not always visible. They described how certain people enter a room and are forgotten quickly, while others leave a lasting impression without even trying. According to everything shared in that meeting, you belong to the second group. Then came one of the most unexpected revelations of the entire discussion. Someone asked your soulmate what they thought about when they imagined meeting you again. The answer created complete silence. They said they imagined conversations that had never happened. They imagined sharing thoughts they had kept private. They imagined telling you things they wished they had expressed sooner. And most importantly, they imagined seeing your reaction when you finally understood how highly they truly think of you. Think about that for a moment. There are many thoughts people keep hidden because they fear being misunderstood. Yet during this private meeting, your soulmate allowed those hidden thoughts to rise to the surface. Every answer revealed another layer of truth. Every memory revealed another reason why you remained important in their mind. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the conversation continued, another person asked whether they believed this connection was meaningful. Your soulmate smiled before answering. They said that some connections appear ordinary at first but become extraordinary over time. They said some people enter your life quietly yet leave a permanent mark. They said that not every important connection announces itself loudly. Sometimes it grows silently until one day you realize it has become impossible to ignore. The room became emotional. Not because anyone was trying to create drama. Not because anyone was exaggerating. But because everyone present could see the sincerity behind the words being spoken. Then came another question. If you could describe this person in one sentence, what would you say? Your soulmate paused. They thought carefully. Then they answered. They said, "This is someone who makes people believe in possibilities they almost stopped believing in." The room immediately became quiet. Those words carried weight. Those words carried meaning. Those words carried truth. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the meeting moved forward, your soulmate revealed something even more surprising. They admitted that there have been moments when they wondered whether you truly understood your own value. They wondered if you realized how much strength you carry. They wondered if you understood how much potential still exists within you. They explained that sometimes people underestimate themselves while everyone around them sees their greatness clearly. The people listening nodded. They understood exactly what was being said. Because the conversation was no longer only about emotions. It was about recognition. It was about appreciation. It was about seeing someone clearly and understanding what makes them special. Then came the final minutes of the meeting. The energy changed. The atmosphere became serious. Everyone knew an important moment was approaching. One final question remained. What do you believe is coming next? Your soulmate looked thoughtful. They did not answer immediately. Instead, they reflected carefully before speaking. And when the answer finally arrived, it surprised everyone in the room. They said they believed that some stories are still being written. They believed that some connections have chapters that have not yet been revealed. They believed that certain conversations are destined to happen at exactly the right time. And they believed that the story connected to you was not finished. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Those words remained in the minds of everyone present long after the meeting ended. Even after people left the room, the conversation continued to echo in their thoughts. Because they knew they had witnessed something genuine. They knew they had heard words that came directly from the heart. They knew they had seen someone speak about another person with a level of admiration that could not be faked. And here is the revelation that changes everything. The private meeting was never supposed to become this emotional. It was never supposed to become this revealing. It was never supposed to uncover this many hidden truths. Yet that is exactly what happened. By the time the meeting ended, one thing had become crystal clear. Your soulmate's thoughts about you were stronger than anyone expected. Their respect for you was deeper than anyone imagined. And their belief in the importance of this connection was impossible to ignore. Stay till the end. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what was spoken during that private meeting was only the beginning. The words shared there continue to create movement. The reflections expressed there continue to grow. The realization reached there continues to become stronger. And according to everything revealed so far, the next chapter may contain even greater surprises than the meeting itself. The story is still unfolding. The answers are still emerging. The connection is still developing. And what happens next may be the most surprising revelation of all. A hidden detail from that private meeting remained unspoken until the very last moments, and what happened next may be the most surprising part of this entire story. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The meeting had already revealed admiration, respect, and deep reflection, but there was still one truth that nobody had fully uncovered. As people prepared to leave, one person decided to ask a question that changed everything. The question was simple, yet powerful. What is the one thing about this person that keeps returning to your mind no matter how much time passes? The room became silent. Every eye turned toward your soulmate. Everyone could feel that the answer was about to reveal something important. Your soulmate paused for a moment and looked thoughtful. Then they smiled. Not a loud smile. Not an exaggerated smile. A genuine smile that appeared naturally when a meaningful memory comes back to life. They explained that whenever they think about you, they remember how different you are from what people expect. They said that many people show only one side of themselves to the world, but you carry layers that most people never take the time to discover. They described you as someone whose value becomes clearer the more people truly know you. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The room listened carefully as your soulmate continued. They explained that what impressed them most was not something obvious. It was not a single achievement. It was not one specific quality. It was the combination of everything. The way you continue moving forward. The way you handle challenges. The way you remain yourself even when circumstances change around you. According to your soulmate, these qualities create an impression that is difficult to forget. Then another unexpected question was asked. Do you think this person realizes how much they are appreciated? The answer came immediately. Your soulmate shook their head. They explained that people often underestimate the positive impact they have on others. They said that if you could hear every kind thought that has been spoken about you behind closed doors, you would be amazed. If you could hear every compliment shared when you were not present, you would see yourself differently. If you could understand the respect that many people have for you, you might finally realize how valuable you truly are. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The atmosphere became more emotional. It was no longer simply a conversation. It felt like a collection of truths that had waited a long time to be spoken. Then someone asked a question nobody had expected. What was the moment that convinced you this connection was important? The room became completely still. Your soulmate took a deep breath. They thought carefully. Then they revealed a memory. A memory that nobody in the room had heard before. They described a moment when they suddenly realized that thoughts of you were appearing during completely ordinary days. Not because they were trying to think about you, but because your presence had become connected to their perspective. A place reminded them of you. A conversation reminded them of you. A small experience reminded them of you. That was the moment they understood this connection had become meaningful. The people listening could see the sincerity in every word. Nobody interrupted. Nobody changed the subject. The room was completely focused because everyone sensed they were hearing something genuine. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Then came one of the biggest revelations of the meeting. Someone asked, "What do you think this person needs to hear the most right now?" Your soulmate looked down briefly. The room waited. Then they answered. They said that you need to remember that your journey is still unfolding. You need to remember that not every important chapter announces itself before it begins. You need to remember that sometimes life is quietly preparing opportunities while everything appears ordinary on the surface. They said that you should never assume the story is finished when some of the most important pages have not even been written yet. The room became silent again. Those words carried weight. Those words carried hope. Those words carried a message that felt bigger than the meeting itself. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the conversation moved forward, another surprising detail emerged. Your soulmate admitted that they often wonder about the future. They wonder about conversations that have not happened yet. They wonder about moments that have not arrived yet. They wonder about possibilities that still exist beyond the horizon. What surprised everyone was the fact that whenever they imagined those future possibilities, your presence appeared within them. This was not said dramatically. This was not said for attention. It was said naturally. Honestly. Sincerely. And because of that honesty, the room understood exactly how meaningful this revelation was. Then another person asked one final question. What would surprise this person the most if they could hear everything being said in this room right now? Your soulmate smiled again. And their answer surprised everyone. They said that you would probably be shocked by how much confidence other people have in you. You would be surprised by how many people believe in your future. You would be surprised by how many people see strengths in you that you sometimes overlook yourself. And you would be amazed by how many positive conversations have taken place about you when you were not around to hear them. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. At that point, the meeting felt different. It no longer felt like a discussion about one person talking about another. It felt like a collection of hidden truths finally finding their way into the light. Every answer revealed another reason why this conversation mattered. Every memory revealed another reason why your name remained important. Every reflection revealed another layer of appreciation that had existed quietly beneath the surface. Then came the final minutes. The meeting was almost over. People began gathering their thoughts. But before anyone left, one final statement was shared. And it became the statement nobody could forget. Your soulmate said that some people enter our lives and teach us lessons. Some people enter our lives and create memories. Some people enter our lives and inspire growth. But every once in a while, someone enters our lives and becomes impossible to forget because their presence changes the way we think about everything. The room became completely silent. Nobody spoke for several moments. Because everyone understood the significance of those words. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As the meeting finally came to an end, people walked away carrying a new understanding. They understood that this conversation had never been ordinary. They understood that the thoughts being shared came from a place of authenticity. They understood that your soulmate had revealed more than they originally intended. Most importantly, they understood that this story was far from complete. Because the biggest realization was not what had already happened. The biggest realization was what could happen next. The meeting ended. The words remained. The memories remained. The reflections remained. And the connection remained. That is why this message matters. That is why this story continues. That is why you were guided here today. Because according to everything revealed during that private meeting, there is still more waiting to unfold. There are still conversations waiting to happen. There are still revelations waiting to emerge. And there are still moments ahead that may become even more meaningful than anything that has been shared so far. Stay till the end. Do not skip. Something huge is waiting for you. And the next chapter may reveal the most unforgettable truth of all.